What's up, everybody? Ron Harris here, MD Online Editor. This news came out yesterday. If you haven't heard it, I want to talk about it because gyms are still closed in some places. I'm coming to you from the state of Massachusetts. We are theoretically going to start phase 3 of our reopening on Monday, which is supposed to include gyms. However, there's typically a Friday press conference the Monday before a planned phase reopening where the governor lets us know this is what we're going to do, and we decided we're not going to do this, or we're going to push back this phase because this was supposedly going to start June 29th for us, the gyms reopening in Massachusetts. So a study funded by URSA, which is a huge fitness club organization. Just let me read some of this stuff. Interesting news out of the University of Oslo in Norway found no COVID-19 transmission associated with fitness centers in a randomized trial of reopening fitness facilities. The study included 3,764 fitness club members. That's a good sample size, ages 18 to 64, with no known risk factors for severe COVID-19. Participants were randomized to have access to one of 5 reopened fitness centers in Oslo, Norway, or to have no access to a fitness center. That's the control group. Participants submitted a COVID-19 test after 2 weeks. Throughout the study, 81.8% of people used the gym at least once, and 38.5% at least 6 times. In the end, researchers found no cases of COVID-19 related to the fitness center. There was 1 case in the training group, but it's believed the exposure was likely at work, and no transmission during the trial was related to that case. While more research was needed, because I know you guys are going to say, that's one study. And this research must still undergo the peer review process. This study provides some cause of optimism that the social distancing and other COVID-19 mitigation policies implemented at fitness centers that have been allowed to open are effective. Thus, gyms may pose little to no additional risk for COVID-19 transmission compared to other public spaces. As we've been assuring the public, this is URSA talking, since the start of the crisis, health clubs are cleaner than many realize, and this study provides some evidence to support fitness centers as safe, supportive places to be active. The many benefits of regular exercise for maintaining optimal health and immunity are well documented, and during a time of social isolation and the associated impact on stress and mental health, people need physical activity and support more than ever. Additional evidence of the safety of health clubs comes from the governor of Arkansas. Though Arkansas is experiencing a surge in COVID-19 cases, contact tracing shows that less than 0.3% had visited a health club. Even though health and fitness facilities followed strict cleaning guidelines before the pandemic, after mandated shutdowns, they have since increased those policies tenfold. So, why did I even make this video? Because obviously I want the gyms to open everywhere. I don't believe gyms are any more dangerous than nail salon or getting a tattoo, restaurant. You know, most gyms are going to mandate a mask, which I hate to wear a mask. I don't want to wear a mask. Given the option between wearing a mask and being able to go to my gym, Bayshore Athletic Club in Braintree, Massachusetts, awesome, awesome gym, right next to the Registry of Motor Vehicles, conveniently located near the 3 South Highway. You know, there's safety measures in place that are going to protect us. There's a stigma, gyms are dirty, you sweat. No, we've already figured out a couple things about the virus transmission. Much of it is still very an unknown area, but we do know that surfaces are probably not as risky for transmission as we had initially believed they were. It's particles in the air, it's breathing, you know. So obviously people are worrying about, you're grunting at the gym, you're grunting, you're going, lightweight, buddy. You know, they think that's, you're going to blow out your COVID virus particles all over somebody. But you know, gyms are going to do everything in their power, just like restaurants, just like all these other places with social distancing. Bayshore, my club, I know they have already marked every other cardio machine for use, so people are going to be separated. There's spray bottles everywhere, tons of, they're littered all over the place. Hand sanitizer everywhere you look. I do agree bars and nightclubs are probably the last places it should open, and it's sad because occasionally I do like to go to a bar or a nightclub. I used to go like to see my favorite local cover band, Tower Hill, at local bars. But, you know, social distancing in bars, I don't know if that's even possible, just because you start drinking, you get people, they want to be together. You try and talk to someone, especially in a bar with music on, loud music, 6 feet away. I might as well use sign language because I can't hear a damn thing. My hearing's pretty bad anyway. I have hearing aids I don't really wear very often. You know, I find myself in bars, if I'm talking bars and clubs in that noisy environment, I have to be right up in someone's face to hear what they're saying. So yeah, they're going to breathe all their germs on me and I might get COVID from them. Where can I find this source? I'm going to put a link. I'm going to put a link to this article on this in the comment section of this video for you guys. And I'm going to pin it so that you can take a look at it because it is pretty important. It is just one study. Looking juicy. That's good, right? You mean I'm on the juice? So it's one study, but it did have a huge group. I mean, how many people were there? That's a big sample size. 3,764. So close to 4,000 people that were going to a club, fitness club members, and none of them got COVID from the gym. So that tells me, you know, you might get COVID, but you're probably not going to get it at the gym. A card in more detail. I am trying to get a little leaner. The Tampa Pro's coming up. I don't like to look like a chipmunk face, fat ass when I go to these shows. Please, God, let the Tampa Pro happen July 31st and August 1st. Tampa, Florida, please. Let's see. My governor closed gyms again yesterday in Arizona, yet he provided no medical data showing gyms as COVID hotspots. Yeah, some states, if you guys aren't aware, in the U.S., they're shutting down again, or they're shutting things down that they had reopened. What's that? Looking Jack, brother. How can you maintain the quarantine? I have weights at home. It's not optimal. I want to say honestly, I haven't done much training for legs at all. I've had like 2 leg workouts since March, since the gym shut down. I'm not really worried about that. But I have straight bar, curl bar, a little multi-gym that my brother gave me it's old and it's crappy, but it's certainly better than nothing. I can do lat pull downs on it. I can do chest presses, rows. I can sort of angle myself forward and do shoulder presses because I can't press over. But, you know, the point of this video is just to say that obviously more studies are needed. We don't have a ton of evidence. Nobody really understands this virus yet and exactly how it's transmitted, what's safe and what's not safe. And the governors, they're in a horrible position, I understand, because they're in a damned if you do, damned if you don't spot. If they open everything up, a lot of people are going to be just outraged. If they keep everything shut, a lot of other people like me were going to be outraged. You know, I do believe eventually we're just all going to have to get the virus. You know, there's going to be a vaccine available eventually. Not everyone's going to want to get a vaccine. You can't make everybody get a vaccine, get a shot and vaccinated. So, you know, the virus is going to it's going to be around for a long time. People want to wear masks, social distance, keep clean. Yeah, herd immunity. You know, I really believe the people that are at high risk, they should definitely do everything in their power to make sure they don't contract the virus from other people. For the rest of us, if you want to take your chances, you know, it's up to you. You know, we let people smoke, we let people drive cars, we let people do a lot of things that are very dangerous. You know, people die in car wrecks every day. People die of cirrhosis of the liver. You know, we as adults, we really need to be able to make our own decisions and choose what we're going to accept for risks and not accept. Personally, I'm willing to go back to the gym. If I have to wear a mask, I'll wear a mask. I won't cough on anybody. I won't have people cough on me. You know, we're all going to be very, very careful. But as far as gyms being that much more dangerous than all these other things that are already open up, restaurants, nail salons, tattoo parlors, all kinds of things are open up. But gyms just sound, I don't know, there's a stigma against gyms. It's because we breathe heavy and we sweat and people think, oh, it's viruses, germs. And, you know, yeah, if you're not careful, you can definitely, any place where there's a lot of people and people are touching things, you can get sick, you can catch things. I've caught things at the gym. I've caught pink eye at the gym. I know because I don't go anywhere else, so it had to be the gym. I got something called C. diff. If you don't know what C. diff is, count yourself lucky. C. diff is bad, bad news. It's basically explosive diarrhea about every 10 minutes you're awake. Or I shouldn't say awake, 24 hours a day. Yeah, it sucks, dude. It's the worst. And you have to be on like heavy antibiotics for a couple weeks to get rid of it. And I did, but yeah, you can catch diseases and viruses and pick up germs anywhere if you're not careful. If you touch things and touch your eyes and touch your mouth and your nose, yeah, you're gonna catch a lot of things. If you're very careful and you're fastidious about washing your hands and not touching your face, and you're observing social distancing, and you're making sure your breath isn't going at somebody and their breath's not going at you, you're minimizing your risk tremendously. If I have to sign a waiver to get back to my gym saying I abdicate them of all legal responsibility if I catch COVID from somehow being at that gym, I'll do it. I want to get back to the damn gym. I've been in this little jail cell. I call it a jail cell. It's about the size of a jail cell. The room where I have all my weights and stuff, and it's so much better than nothing. I'm not complaining. I have been able to maintain my size, but it's not the gym. It's not the same. Why are almost all bodybuilders today bald and ugly? Well, I got some hair. Come on, and yeah, I guess I'm ugly, but what are you gonna do? Why are most guys? No, there's plenty of good-looking bodybuilders, Guy. I don't know what you're talking about. No homo. Tons and tons of good-looking bodybuilders and classic physique and men's physique. There's ugly people in every walk of life. What are you going to do? Anyway, guys, I've already rambled on too long. That's all I want to talk about was this new study out of Oslo, Norway, which does give a glimmer of hope and shows that this whole idea that gyms are these petri dishes and festering swamps of viruses, not true. There's really no credence to that. More studies are needed, but in the meantime, there's no reason to have all these gyms locked up and keeping us out of the gyms if there's no huge risk factors. Is that it? Yeah. All right, man. Thanks, guys, for watching. Please subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell so you're notified when we put out new videos. Appreciate you guys watching so much. If you like the videos, please share them and please subscribe. Do all that crap. Love you all. Later. Ooh.